Check 1 2, check 1 2. Okay, it's not showing up. Why? There we go, that's why. Let's see. Anything else here? Nope. Everything else it seems good. Anyway, hey everyone, welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Morning over here though. Um and I am sleepy as heck. So the jet lag still is quite. I don't know. The jet lag's kind of like on and off this time around. Usually it's either I get hit really bad with jet lag or I don't get hit much at all. And I feel like the reason why I am the way I am right now is because of how short the trip was, as well as just the sleeping habits I had during the trip. I don't know. It was kind of weird when I was in Korea. Um, for the 2 days I was there, I think I slept past midnight each time and woke up around 7-ish. So it's like not really a full sleep that I usually get whenever I go on a trip, but it's also like there was so much stuff done in one day. You can't you don't really have you can't really sleep at a decent time. Especially in Korea, apparently. I don't know. That's just kind of how it went. But in Japan, I somehow slept like before 10 or midnight and woke up around 6, but also took a nap in the middle of the day, which is not ideal. Speaking of which, taking a nap in the middle of the day and throughout the entire time I was on the trip did not help things. So that's kind of like it still screws me up even after coming back. So it's like my jet lag isn't as bad as it could be, but also I was up since 4 in the morning today after going to bed at 1 in the morning after the stream was done. So it's like uh I'm not sure how my mind is functioning right now, but I'm kind of on that border of falling asleep and trying to stay awake while trying to get my reviews done for today. Which, by the way, let's actually get to that screen. So just a second. Which, this one. Right. So as you can probably see, and I'm not exactly too thrilled with this myself. I have over 1,000 reviews in Wanikani. Normally, I don't see this above 100, or at least too high above 100. But because I haven't touched this for over 2 weeks since the trip, it got this bad. it got this bad, and I probably should do them. Though I'm afraid now that if I do them all at once, um, I'm gonna have a lot of reviews to do at one time. Once we get through this, I also don't know if I remember so much now. After 2 weeks, when you do the grind of studying every single day, it's a little bit easier to remember stuff. But when you haven't really looked at it in a while, which I guess is more true to real life stuff, then you see how much you actually remember and how much you don't remember. So today I'm gonna try to just basically grind through these and try to get through them as fast as I can, while trying to talk about random stuff. Well, I don't know if things come up during this review thing, then I'll talk about them. But other than that, I guess watch me struggle a little bit. I'm yeah, I'm gonna be struggling. I'm gonna be struggling. So let's get started. We got a long session ahead of us. And I kind of sort of forgot what some of these were, but I think I know what this one is. This is a government? Yes. All right. Haru Yasumi. Haru Yasumi. Spring break. Which I guess Golden Week is kind of like a spring break, but not really. Shinjin? Shinjin. Belief. Crap. What are you? I think you're a bridge, but I'm not sure. Hashi. Bridge? Are you a bridge? You are a bridge. I can kind of remember these, and I'm trying to like remember the stuff I've seen in real life in Japan, and I'm kind of like, I think I know what some of these characters are, but when you put them in long strings together, I kind of forget what they mean. And I do have some pictures that we could probably try to decipher them eventually, but gotta get through all this stuff first. What is this? Shiawase? Happiness? Happiness. I think this is Khan. Yep, Khan. Spring break. My bun every night. My bun every night. I'm just glad they do these reviews in small chunks instead of going through the entire queue. That really helps me. I wait. What is this? I Aikawasiru. I think this is to inquire. Yeah, okay. That's a long thing to say to inquire though. Let's see. Something meru. Shimeru? Hajimeru? I don't think that's Hajimeru. But we're gonna try Hajimeru. To start to begin. Probably not correct. Didn't think so. Where are you? To quit. To resign. Oh, this is Yameru. 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 This is Karera. So this is Hashi Bridge. This is Shiawase, happiness. Aikawaseru. No. What is this middle section?
問い合わせる
Doiawaseru. Okay, I think I mixed something up there. Doiawaseru. Doiawaseru. This is... What do they want me to say for this one? It's not... Is it yoga? Do you want me to say yoga? Because I think it kind of looks like yoga. Yes. I wish you can see my expression right now. I'm like, you look familiar, but also not really familiar. Nashi. Nashi, right? Nothing? Nashi. Nachi. The knowledge, no knowledge. Unknown? Not quite unknown. What do you want? What do you want from me? Ignorance. To not know something is to be ignorant of something, I guess. Omoshiroi, right? Is this omoshiroi? Omoshiroi? Shiroi. Why? I don't get it. I don't get kanji a lot of times. We karera. Wait. Kare is he, so karera is they. They. Yameru, to quit. Origin, or nope, not origin for this one. I guess you want jackhammer. Hey Luna, welcome. Yep, 1,000 reviews. This is what happens when you This is what happens when you haven't touched Wanikani for 2 weeks because you're on vacation. I did try, okay. I did try to do them on the first night of the trip, but you know when you're out and about for every single day up to nighttime and you come back really tired, the only energy I have for is gotcha dailies because those are quick and doesn't require a whole lot of brain power. But yeah, reviews, Wanikani reviews. They I did not want to think about them, so here we are, 1,000 reviews in. Uh, I don't think you can really see that number, so let me bring down the chat a little bit so you can kind of see that. You can kind of see that a little bit. There we go. Now they should be peeking out above the chat. But yes, I did this to myself. I want to say it's not intentional, but at the same time, it's also like, you just kind of ignore them when you're on a trip, right? I mean, who wants to do homework during a trip? I do not. Sosogu, I think. Yes. Uh, Kanojo. I think this is Kanojo girlfriend or something like that. Omoshiroi, interesting. Nashi. I think this is either. Whenever I think of Nashi, I think it's without or nothing. But I think what they want is without. So we're gonna go with without. Nobody wants to do that during a trip. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to have to think about homework, which Wanikani is basically homework every single day. But I don't want to have to think about homework during a trip. And I will say though, even after level 17 of Wanikani, I was able to recognize some kanji out there in the wild. But the thing is, there's still a lot more that I can't read. That apparently seems to be so common that I don't know what to make of it. So yeah, well, we're gonna look at that eventually. Probably not this stream because it's gonna take me forever and a half just to get through 1,000. Oh, crap! What is it? What is this? Nachi? Nachi? It is not Nachi. Even though we had Nashi.
無知
Muchi. Muchi. Muchi is ignorance. Kanojo. So yeah, you can either talk with me during this path of suffering, or I will just do a soliloquy like I usually do. But I would like to have a conversation. What did you know? Oh, I misspelled that. Oh, I misspelled that. I should have misspelled that. Back from the gym, I've got about 100 reviews. Can't imagine 1K. Yeah, I know. The trip itself was pretty good. Not gonna lie, the trip itself was pretty good. If you didn't see the VOD from last night, the VOD should be up now. I had to fix some stuff in it, but I went to Korea as well as Japan. Basically, a lot of weather-related stuff got in my way and cut my trip either short or interrupted a lot of activities I wanted to do. And so I think this is my I want to say 9. Hold up. I want to say 9. This is 9, right? Q? Yes. There are a lot of stuff got interrupted or delayed because of weather related stuff, and basically that was my trip was screwed up a little bit because of that. A short trip became even shorter because of it. I think this is Yobi. Yobi, day of week. There we go. Gentle, I think. I'm starting to remember some of these, but at the same time, it's like I don't quite remember how these go. But short trip, very chilly in Hokkaido. Should have expected that. And apparently, spring-ish brings a lot of rain. So keep that in mind if you go on a trip in Japan during spring, because rain is probably going to happen. Not all the time, but it's probably going to happen. Ignorance. This is 9. Hey, I burned it! But did I actually burn it, or did I just get lucky? I think this is my first burned kanji. This entire thing. To pour. Muchi? Right, Muchi. Because of the weather-related stuff, I have to go back to Hakodate, which is where I spent most of the Japan trip. I mean, Hokkaido in general. But I went to Sapporo for one day, and Lake Toya for another day, and then for the rest of the trip in Hakodate, um, which was my second time in Hakodate in 6 months. Apparently, I've been to Japan twice in 6 months, which I didn't think I'd be doing, but that's what I did. So, and now I have to go back to Hakodate a third time because there was a thing I wanted to see on top of a mountain, but because of weather related stuff, I couldn't go on the mountain for one, either by foot or by cable car because it was just that bad. No, I went with family. I went with family for this trip. Tabi. So because of that also, I couldn't really get into any conversations per se during the trip. But for the most part, where I could use some Japanese, I did decent. Not great, but decent. But I feel like if I were forced into a situation where I had to speak Japanese, then it would be a little bit easier to get into that kind of mindset. But I never did quite fully go into that mindset because I had someone else with me. So, and whenever they talk, I also, what do you call this? I also get tripped up really easily by them talking in Japanese like normal speed. A normal speed is too fast for me. Too fast for me. Too too I think there's two requests. Yeah. So yeah, I still get tripped up, but at least what I did find out is I'm understanding a little bit more than I did before. Uh, by what people are saying, and I can read a little bit more than I used to before, but it's still not great. But it's still better than what it used to be. So yeah, I will say though, I do not know a lick of Korean. I know no Korean whatsoever when I was in Korea, but the good thing is there is a decent amount of people, at least in Seoul, that understand English. Unless they're like the older people, then they don't probably know English as well as I found out when I went into a restaurant run by the Ajimas, the aunties. So it's like, yeah, that'd be a thing. Shinpai goto. Korea was actually pretty interesting. I would not mind going again, if only because I was only there for 2 short days. So there's definitely a lot more to check out, but I feel like there's a lot less to check out compared to Japan. Um, In Japan, you have a lot of nature, a lot of places to just go around and explore. In Korea, I don't think you see that as much. I feel like there's maybe three main places everyone talks about, kind of like how everyone talks about Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka in Japan. But once you actually get into Japan, you find out there's much more to explore. Meanwhile, in Korea, I feel like it's really only Seoul, Busan, and Jeju, which the 2 days I spent there was all in Seoul. However, Seoul was pretty fun, not gonna lie. The Korean people are definitely a lot more outgoing than the Japanese. Um, I don't know if they're as talkative. They're definitely more talkative, but they're also more open. I should probably say. Shinpai goto. Is this worries? Yeah. So yeah, would recommend at least Seoul, and also to visit the DMZ just to see that whole situation unfold. DMZ was pretty interesting. Motomeru. Is this Motomeru? Motomeru. Yes. I'm also surprised I'm learning that I'm remembering some of this even after 2 weeks. But also, it's like I'm not quite sure if I actually remember a lot of these. Oh crap! What are you? I think you're a ring. So what? Nope. You don't want that. You want the rin. Example. Trip. Travel. But yeah, in Seoul itself, Seoul was pretty packed for the 2 days because it's like normally when I do a trip, I try to do just one thing for each day, but because of how short it was, had to do two things in each day. So first day was like DMZ and I guess a night cruise on the river, the Han River, I think is what they called it, which apparently is a popular picnic spot, picnic spot slash video spot slash movie thing slash just hangout spot in general. Love to go, but man, the flights are so long. A little scared of flying. Longest is 4 hours. It's not too bad, but I do have to admit that flying direct from the U.S., at least DFW to Seoul, was a long 14 hours. It also didn't help that during those 14 hours, someone had a medical issue on the plane. So we had to stop by temporarily in Canada to drop them off, which which delayed the entire trip by another 1.5 hours. So what would have been a 14-hour trip became a 15.5-hour trip. Can you imagine? On one hand, I'm glad they're okay. On the other hand, it's like I had to deal with weather, delaying the trip for one whole day, and then I had to deal with um, someone getting dropped off in Canada. So instead of them making it to Seoul, they had to stay in Canada for a little bit. I don't know if they ever made it to Korea, but yeah, that apparently was a thing. Mi Misukeru. Oh, I got that. I got that. Nomikai drinking party. Jishin. Oh wait, this is. Wait, we had. Is this? No, we had Courage is Yuki. Shijin is belief. This is. What is this one? New York flight's about 14 hours going to Tokyo. Oh yeah. I guess it depends on where you're coming from. If you're coming from the East Coast directly, that's pretty long. If you're coming from say Central, which I usually typically fly from either Fort Worth or Houston, Going to Tokyo, that's about 11, 12 hours. I think the most I've seen was 13 hours for some odd reason, but it's not typically too bad there. But even from DFW to Seoul, that is 14 hours solid, and that is really long. That's the longest flight I've ever been on. I say that, but also I'm reminded that I've been to the Philippines a couple of times to visit family, and I feel like it's also been a long flight doing that, but usually you stop over somewhere and then transfer to get to the Philippines. It's usually not a direct flight. Um, at least in my experience, it's never been a direct flight. You either stop in Seoul or stop in Japan or maybe even Taiwan and then take another 4 to 5 hour flight to to the Philippines. So that does make it a little bit longer. But yeah, I can't. I don't know. 14 hour trip sounds terrible, but I'm also reminded that I have a friend that lives in Brazil, somewhere in Brazil, and apparently their trip from Tokyo to Brazil is about 32 hours. So I can't really complain too much, but I will complain a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know if they've been to Japan in a while, but if they do, that's a long trip back, just to just to get a taste of Japan again. Crap, what are you? I'm gonna say Jishin, but Jishin is what? Self confidence, confidence. There we go. I'm remembering some of these. It just takes me a while. And at this rate, I'm probably gonna take 10 hours to finish this. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna do a 10-hour stream today, but I'm gonna try to at least get halfway through um, before I call it quits, and or whenever I start really falling asleep because the jet lag is still kind of there. Yeah, but I think the most fun I had in Korea, specifically in this trip, was just going around the night market. The night market in Seoul. Apparently, they have several night markets there. I went to the one in Myeongdong. I think this is Fukai. It is Fukai. The one in Myeongdong is I think the biggest night market in Seoul, and that's where I went to. Bring lots of cash, by the way. Bring lots of cash, otherwise you're not going to be able to buy anything there. And exchanging cash, well, getting money from the ATM is not an easy thing apparently in Korea as it is in Japan. If only because I couldn't find a working 7-Eleven ATM. They have 7-Elevens, but the one ATM I found apparently did not seem to be working, and I don't know why. And I was nowhere near another 7-Eleven that I could try to get money from. So you need cash. Thankfully, the relative I was traveling with usually carry some cash with them to exchange. But even then, it's like exchange rates with money changers is not the best, but it's still not terrible if you have no other options. But the nice thing about Korea though is like they will accept credit cards in almost every single place except for the night markets. That's what I found out. Unlike Japan, Japan is still mainly cash, though there's quite a few places that you can use credit cards and even I guess other forms of payment like Apple Pay and stuff like that. I don't have Apple, but you can use Apple Pay and Google Pay. But I think there's a caveat to that you have to have like you have to have like a Japan specific phone, otherwise they don't work. I don't know. I haven't really looked much into that. What is this one? Aisuru. I think this is Aisuru. Yeah. To love. To love. Fukai is not deep. This is shallow, I think. No. I think this is deep. I think this is deep. It's deep. It's deep, alright. Jishin. Ring. Ichigai. No, is it Ichigai or Ichire? Ichire. Ichigai doesn't make any sense. Crap, how am I remembering some of this? Mokuzai, I think, is wood, but there's a lot of words for wood. And I still don't understand how there's so many words for the same thing in Japanese. But then again, I'm also reminded in English there are also many words for the same things. However, depending on how you say it, it's like a different level of vocabulary. So in that sense, it's kind of the same, but also kind of not. But then you have things like mokuzai, zaimoku for wood or timber, and it's like, what's the difference? Honestly, what's the difference? Yeah, America. Yeah, I kind of get it, but I don't get it. Hey Mars, welcome. I am gonna be in pain for for however long we're gonna be doing the stream for. I don't think I'll be able to get through all 1,000, but we will try. What are you? Defeat? Okay, we'll take defeat. Problem. Oh my gosh, I'm remembering things. Misukeru. What's Mizukeru mean? Mizukeru is to find. Oh wow. I know I get this mixed up all the time, and it's like I'm surprised I'm actually not getting them as mixed up as I thought I would be. Crap, why is this Buddha, by the way? I don't understand this radical combination because it's not Buddha, it's something else. What are you? Hey! Hara. Hara. Pei. Shokyu, Jukyu, Shokyu. Shokyu, beginner level, I think. Pronunciation's pretty bad though. Without... Oh, I think this is free. Free. Chotto, I cannot read one of those kanji. I don't think I've seen it before. Chotto. Pay the rent. Wait, what?
家賃払え
Harae is pay. Yachi is rent.
家賃払え
I wish this this thing actually spelled it out for me in furigana, but yachi. Yachi.
家賃払え家賃払え
I think there's a wait, is it yachi or yachin? I can't tell.
家賃払え
It's like I was trying to figure out what rent is. Go to Google for pronunciation. Yachin. Translate. Translate Google. And for some reason, Google thinks what I typed in was Greek. Oh, it is Yachin. Yachin.
家賃払え
Yachin harae. Pay the rent. No, you pay my rent. How about that? You pay my rent. Crap, what are you? What is defeat? Bull? No. That doesn't sound right. It isn't right. What are you? Hi. Really? Hi? Hi. Hi. Shippai. Haisha. Haishu? Haishu. yabareru, johai, shohai, johai, shohai, shohai. Okay. This is, I guess, yaku. Yaku as in promise, but it's not promise. This is muryo, muryo, as in free. So a lot of times people say tada, but I guess tada and muryo have two different meanings when they say something is free. Nakayoku, friendly. We're all friendly people, friendly things. Crap. Kate, temporary. No, kate, temporary determination. I'm guessing we're assuming assumption. Hey. This was lose, right? This was defeat. This was high. Yep, we just lost. We lost the game. Ukeru, ukeru. Jokai, shokai. I think it is jokai. Shokai, no sho. Shokyu, shokyu. This is not promise, but we're gonna say promise. Okay, but you want about. Apparently this kanji by itself is means about, but there's also kara, there's also there's another word. There's another word. My mind no worky right now. My mind no worky right now. I've been up since 4 and I couldn't go back to sleep. And I'm running on 3 hours of sleep, so this isn't great. This is not a good start for this. Renshu, practice. Renshu. Osama. Oh, this is I know this one. This means king. Kate. Butsu, this is a Buddhist statue. Buddha statue. Please let me get at least under 1,000 before the end of stream. To receive, I guess, to receive ukeru. To receive. Hey, 999. I want to call it here, but we have so much more. We have so much more to go. And I really should just, yeah. Nakayoko. Nakayoko. I know a lot of people like to go to Japan during springtime to see the cherry blossoms, and I kind of mentioned this last night too, and I'll say it again. Don't do it. It's not worth it because you're not gonna probably see the cherry blossoms, 1, and 2, it's very finicky. It's very finicky if you're gonna like actually seeing them or not seeing them. So I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. You either get full bloom, no bloom, or partial bloom, and I got partial bloom. But I didn't go there for the cherry blossoms. I went there just because I wanted to not be in Tokyo and wanted to revisit Hakodate for the things I missed last time, but now I have to go again because weather. Zaigyo, Zatsugyo. I think this is Zangyo, right? Zangyo overtime. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Key, danger. Bu Butsuzo. Butsuzo. Zoo. Or is it zoo? I know this means count, but I keep forgetting how to.
数
Kazu. Kazu. Number. Okay. Henka. Henka. To change. Danger. I think this is kara. It is not kara. What are you? Lightweight, yes, but what's your reading? Oh, karu. Karu. The complete, not what I needed to write, apparently. Okay. Request. Hanasaki. So this is, who actually says nose tip? No one says nose tip. But apparently it's a thing here. This is tree. Oh, I burned that one. This is it few or small? I want to say small. Henka, change. I guess this is buten. No, this is not buten. This is buten. This is kyo kyoku kyoku. I know this means like community, but I keep forgetting what kokyu, not kokyu.
公共
Kokyo. マジで Kokyo で Japanese does not make sense. Japan, please get away from the kanji and make something readable. I don't care how attached you are to kanji. Please get rid of it. It makes things too complicated. Sure. Karu. Hanasaki. No one says this ever. No one says it in English, no one says it in Japanese. Crap, what is this one? I think this is... Army? No. Oh, you want the kanji meaning, not the vocab meaning. I don't know if I got good memory or I got the RAM in my brain is actually hitting the correct spots even though it's been 2 weeks. Wait, we want kanji meaning, not the vocabulary meaning. So this is what is this one then? If you don't want army, what do you want? Soldier? I guess it was related. But yeah, the spellings will always kokyo. Did I say kokyo? Kokyu. Oh, they want kokyu. All right. Yeah, sometimes no, I shouldn't say that. I was about to say sometimes I wish I didn't have good memory, but at the same time, a lot of people want good memory, and I do remember things better than most people, but it also depends on what it is. It depends on what it is. I can't remember faces very well, but I can remember things and events pretty well if I have enough interest in them. I think that goes for most people too. But when it comes to faces, I would have to like see you often enough that it is going to get burned in my memory. Otherwise, I forget. I even forget some of my relatives' faces if I haven't seen them in a while. And recently when I visited some cousins of mine, I haven't, well, I say cousins, but they're more like nieces and nephews that are my cousin's kids, but we still call them nieces and nephews, even though they're not like, you know, directly related to us. Like, you know, like you have your brothers or sisters, nieces, nephews kind of thing. It's I don't know how it works in other places, but that's how it works at least in the Philippines. Your cousins' kids are also your nieces and nephews. So I haven't seen them for crap out over 5 years or something, and I'm surprised how big they are compared to what they were before. And they're now like graduated from college and and whatnot, and it's kind of like, oh wow, you can be more or less called an adult now. See family tree be like that, yeah. I don't know if it's just C though. I feel like that's in general an Asian thing, and I say Asian very broadly because I feel like that's something you would also consider in a lot of Asian cultures, whether it be Indian, whether it be Southeast Asian, maybe in China too. I don't know if Japan and I don't know if Japan or Korea do the same thing, but if they do, then it pretty much makes us all similar in that respect, as far as who's your niece and nephew and whatnot. I think it's in the West it becomes a little bit more picky. Is is what I'm thinking. Kai, I think this is Kai Gun. Kai Gun. Oh, this is Navy, so Navy. Yeah. Kai Gun. G10, which I think is a dictionary, but there's also a lot of dictionaries. But let's say dictionary for this one. Show. Hold up. Okay, I just had to like silence the phone because I got a spam call. I've been getting a lot of those recently. And I forgot to mute that before the stream. Okay, so this is food poisoning. If no, this is yeah, this is food poisoning, right? Food poisoning. Because we have shoku, which is food, chu, which is middle, but also could mean in progress. And then you have poison over here. So in progress of being food poison. Ichi one. Oh no, but you don't want that. You want ground for whatever reason. Um Shoku chu doku? It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. Shoku chu doku. I know doku is poison, but still, it doesn't sound right. Also, a lot of times when you like talk to people or listen to people talk in Japanese, they shorten a lot of these words into smaller into smaller things. Like I think vending machine is formerly known as Jido Hanbaiki or something like that. And but normally they just call it Jidohan, as in an automatic vending machine or automatic vendor. Jihanki, that one, yes. But I think formally it's like Jido Hanbaiki or something like that, and it's like what? And when you say that to people, it's like, huh? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, you mean the Jihanki? Not that I've ever actually had to ask anyone about the vending machines, but you know, it is a thing. This is artificial. Artificial. Because it's man-made. Did I mention that Korea does not have as many vending machines as Japan does. Like Japan, I think has like one vending machine per 34 people or something like that. Or easier to imagine, there's a vending machine in every other corner in Japan. Meanwhile, Korea, there's maybe one vending machine in like a few subway stations, and that's really it. You don't really see them above ground. Not that I've ever seen them above ground. Which was a little bit painful sometimes when you just want a drink but you can't find anything to drink. There's like there's no vending machine, and I mean there are convenience stores, but there aren't as many convenience stores and vending machines in Korea compared to Japan. Then again, I think they're far spaced further apart. If only because a lot of people in Korea drive. So there's also that. Sotsu, was it? Sotsu gyosu, to graduate. Sotsu gyo suru. There we go. Is this gun? I don't think this is gun, but I'm gonna say it's gun. It's not gun. Gun was the other one. What's this one? Hey! Oh, hey. Or hyo. Except I don't think I've run into hyo yet. It's been hey so far. I don't know. I was just very impressed with the level of technology overall in Korea compared to Japan, but also a little dismayed that there's not as much convenience in Korea. Though I kind of get it, because I feel like a lot of things that they make over there is with being invaded in mind, and that is such a reality for them that it could happen at any time, you know, because North Korea is the crazy neighbor, but because they have that crazy neighbor, they have to make everything and plan everything around the crazy neighbor attacking at any time. Meanwhile, Japan doesn't really have that to worry about, though I guess the ICBMs from North Korea are could be a problem, though they can't really do much about that. I don't know what they could do about that, to be honest. Their biggest worry is natural disasters, like earthquakes and volcanoes and tsunamis, and a lot of times when that happens, it's kind of like, yeah, it is what it is. Shogunai, ne? Shogunai. Hardship. I feel like Japan has a shogunai culture that it's like, yeah, we could do something about it, but we can't really do anything about it. So we try our best, but that's all we can really do. And I wish they tried harder sometimes. Sometimes. Crap, what are you? I think your expression, but let's see. Hyojo. Oh, it is. This is... I'm not sure what this is, to be honest. I see original, I see medicine. I think that's medicine. That's not medicine. Gen? Original something. I may have to fold on this one. Indonesian soap opera doctors. We have tried our best, but we couldn't. Fill the rest yourself. Explain that to me, because I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Again... What is this? Originally? I'm gonna say originally it's gonna be wrong. Cause. This is the cause. Ah, I get it now. It's the cause. Isho Ippo. Is this Isho or Ippo? I think this is Ippo. You don't want the Ippo. Oh, I misspelled it. I added a U when there wasn't supposed to be one. Okay. That still gets me. Apparently Wanikani has plugins that you can use to prevent this kind of thing, but at the same time, do I really need... Should I be using them, or should I just be trying to get it right? I don't know. It's a trope. A lot of doctors in soap opera couldn't save anyone. They always say something like that. I mean, I feel like that's a lot of medical dramas in general. Unless you're like House MD, where there's always a cause, but at the same time, House is kind of... House was only good up to season 3, and then it wasn't good anymore. At least to me, it wasn't. That's a problem with American TV. They make series way too long, and they don't know when to stop. They really should just stop. Jinko, I think it's Jinko. Burned. TVs are mid these days. I haven't watched TV in forever. I'll be perfectly honest. I can't even remember the last time I watched local TV. Though I did check. I mean, I did watch a little bit of TV in Japan, and I did watch a little bit of TV in Korea just to see what they were like. Japanese TV, a lot of happy-go-lucky stuff. A lot of food tourism, a lot of baseball. I guess there was a lot of baseball on when I looked this past trip. And I guess a little bit of news here and there. Meanwhile, Korean TV, I don't know if it was a TV in the hotel I was at, or it's TV in general. I want to say it's the one I was at. The hotel I was at may have had satellite, and that may have explained why I saw a lot of foreign programming in that particular place. Like, I saw a bunch of American shows that I wasn't expecting to see, but they were all subtitled in Korean. And I don't think I actually saw any actual K-dramas while I was in Korea. Maybe they showed in the morning and I was out in the morning, so I didn't see those. The ones I saw were like... there was this one guy in Discovery Channel who caught like giant fish, river monsters or something like that. That's the only thing I remember. That's the only thing I remember from Korean TV, and that's not even a Korean show. That's an American show. So it's like, okay, that's a thing. That's a thing. Comment. I think this is mask, right? Yeah. Facial expression. I will say though, if you ever go to a foreign place, it's interesting to see what you can find on their local channels on TV. Even though even if you're not the type to watch TV at all, it's just interesting to flip through it and see what's available. I will say that the Korean TV is a lot easier to navigate than Japanese TV, if only because Japanese TV channels, apparently they have like 3 different stations, satellite stations or something like that, and the remote control is very complicated. Let me see if I can find something to show it if you haven't seen it before. Japanese remote control. Let me see, because it is a complicated looking thing that I do not understand whatsoever. Okay, I think this is close enough. Yeah, this is close enough to what I saw. Let's Let's bring that up really quick. This complicated looking thing is not the easiest thing to work with. They don't all look like this, but in general they kind of look like this. You see those blue buttons, those light blue buttons on top of the numbers? There is 4 of them. I can't read the kanji, but I think it says like, what does it say? Chijo, BS, BS4K, and Cat TV. Cat V. Apparently they like select different sets of channels, and each one has like 12 stations or something like that, and you have to flip through them, and if you want to get one set of thing, you have to go to one set of channels. It's very complicated. I do not understand it whatsoever. Meanwhile, most any other place in the world has like only one remote control, and you press up and down the channel button, and it's pretty easy to use. More curious about those recorder machines that people record TV shows in. Love how the music stops briefly when the remote control shows up. That I can assure you that it was not intentional. It just kind of happens. But yeah, this is a very complicated thing. I never understood how to work it. Usually I would use a like Google Lens or something like that to help me translate the things I don't understand, but Google Lens does not help with the remote controls in Japan. It just does not. There's no helping that. And I think I've tried. I think there was like a guide or something like that in some places I stayed in that tried to explain how the remote control works. And I still don't understand it. And about the only good thing on in Japanese TV is the sports games, either be it sumo or baseball or something else, because everything else I have to say it's kind of rubbish. The variety shows are kind of rubbish. The what else is there? The food travel shows, the tourist shows, that like with the local tourism shows, they're kind of terrible also, in a different way. It's hard to explain without actually watching them. But you've probably seen, at least for the variety shows, where people just talk about like random stuff, and it's like, oh, so desu ne, and whenever they cut into another scene, they have like a little insert, kind of like on the corner, where they show people's faces and show them reacting to whatever is happening, and it's like the most uninspired reaction ever. It's like, what the heck am I even watching here? It's memeable, I guess. What's this one?
原因
Oh, there's an N. I missed an N. Wait, did I miss a U? I missed a U.
消化
Spelling will always get me in these things. So, ipo. Oh, what's this one? Oko. No. This is to carry out, I guess. To carry out. One step, first step, one step. I don't know. What's your guys' TVs like? I'm not entirely sure these days. I'm just kind of like trying to think through all this, and running up a blank because I'm running on short sleep. What is this? Last name? No. No, not kanji. This is Meiji. Meiji. Last name, right? Yeah. This is to lose or lose. Ross. Shoka. Shoka is digestion. We did that earlier. Oko no. How are we doing? 1 hour later, we have gotten through about 40 of these. If we do this at pace, we will finish 400 in 10 hours. I think that is entirely too slow. I want to try to at least get to 500 in the next couple of hours. We'll see if we actually get there. Let's see if we actually get there. We'll see if my brain actually can survive. Yeah. This is existence, I think. Existence? Okay, so this is gen in, as in the cause of something. So this is Meiji? Or it's not Naji, so it's gotta be Meiji, right? No. What is it? Myoji.
名字
I always get this wrong. I always get this wrong because whenever you get this kanji, it means name. But it's either na as in namae or mo or myo, and I can't get it straight which one is myo and which is mo. But it's also used as mei, as in famous or master. Say saison. I think that's saison. Saison. Is it son or zone?
生存
It's zone. Saison. I was like one Dakuten short. I think this one's zone in no, it's son. When does it become zone? Saison. Hozon. Zonjiru. Not a single son in here, though there is existence here. To exist, existing. But existence up here also has zon, so which one is it? When do you use it? Nihongo muzikashi. Chou muzikashi. This is Boulder. Got the stone and the coast. Sakuhi? Sakujitsu. That doesn't sound right. But we're gonna say yesterday. This is a circle, right? This is a circle. But it's not a circle. Is this 9? This is Q, right? This is Q, right? It is Q. Atarashi, or no, shikashi. Intimate. No. Is this new? I can't tell if this is new or this is intimate. I think this is new. Let's say new. It's new. This is period, right? This is 9. Saison as an existence. Kidai. I think this is Kidai. Kidai? Not Kidai.
期間
Kikan. Right. That means this is Kan. Where did I get dai from? I could have sworn die was also used here. It is not. Ida, though. There's Ida. But it's normally kan. Where'd I get die? Myoji. Atarashi. There we go. This is A, as in to reflect, I think. Fushin? I think this is Fushin. Yep. Iwa. This is heal, so this is G. Sakujitsu. I do think this is Sakujitsu, but there is another word for yesterday. Kino.
昨日
Kino, which I think is the more common one. I think Sakujitsu, they say, is more formal. I think I looked it up. Sakujitsu is more formal, but I don't know why it's more formal. That's just how it is, apparently. I don't know. Sakujitsu versus Kino. Why do we have two different words for yesterday? I do not understand. Ikan. Uketoru, to receive for some reason, but kain, disbelief. Uketoru. This is heal. EU, as in to say, to speak. Pass through, to pass through. To let pass, to pass through. I think this is to pass through. That's not what they wanted. What did you want? To commute. Oh, this is the weird one. This is the weird one that I keep forgetting what it is.
通う
Kayo. Kayo. To commute, to attend, to go back and forth. But has a pass through kanji. Membership. Reflect. Koyubi. Oh, so this is the pinky. This is history or to use, but you want history for this one. This is a brand new product, so this is Shihin, I think, or Shinpin. There we go. Koyubi, the pinky. Shinpin brand, spankin' new. Yuki, this is courage. But how do you spell Yuki? W? Western style. Western style is yofu. Kayo. So Chui, I think I've actually seen this one while going around in Japan. So this I think means caution. And they have this on caution signs. But it still doesn't make sense to me, but so you just kind of like deal with it. To say, to speak, I think this is to say. There we go. Western style. Oh crap, what are you? I think you are Sha. There's so many Shas, there's so many shows when it comes to government stuff. I knew it was a government office. But there's so many Shas and shows recently in this level of Wanikani, level 17, that I get it all mixed up. What is this one? Kan, as in dry. Kanshu. Oh, I think this is interference. Let's see. Let's try kanshu. It is kansho, but I missed the U here.
干渉
And it does mean interference. Okay. This is... Are you east or are you bundle? I'm gonna call east. There we go. Chewy. Caution. This is to commute. This is... Atsumaru? Yes. Shiken. Oh wait, this is experiment. This is interference. Show with a U. This is show. This is item or products. You can't say itemu, so you have to say... I guess hin is fine, but there's another pronunciation for this for some reason.
品
Shina. Kanji use a single character vocabulary word is used. Shina can be read. You'll see it as hin more often in kanji combination words. That said, there is an expression. Hinganai, which means unrefined or lacking in taste. Kanji is read as hin in this case. So shina, I guess, is item, but I think a lot of people say itemu in general. So it's like, when do you actually use a proper Japanese and when do you actually use the not Japanese? I don't know. This is choko. Oh, this direct. Let's do that first. Sama. Shiken. I think it's just this. Yep. This is... I don't think it's bitter. Yeah, I didn't think it was bitter. What was it? Suffering. Of course it'd be suffering. I'm suffering right now. Government office. Sama honorary title, because I don't know how do you actually translate sama? It's basically a suffix to your name, but it's like a title that someone gives you based on your standing and stuff. But I don't think there's any real equivalent of that to English. There's Mr., Sir, Mrs., Ma'am. But it's not like sama necessarily means ma'am, though I guess it has that effect, depending on who you're talking to. Ma'am or sir. Kind of feeling. Now that I think about it, I guess it does mean something like that. Choko. Yeah, that's a complicated one. Exist. Ichioku, I think this is Ichioku, so this is 100 million? I don't know why there's a kanji specifically for this one. It's like you have 1 through 10, and then you have a kanji for 100, and you have another kanji for 1,000, and then you have another kanji for 10,000, but you skip 100,000, you skip million, and you go straight for the 100 million. I do not understand this this logic, if there is logic at all, with the counting system here in Japan. It's like what is going on here? To focus, to gather. Oh, not to focus. You want to gather? Okay, to come together to gather. Suffering. We are suffering right now. Son. Geijutsu ka. So this is... Geijutsu is comedy, so I'm guessing this is a comedian? Comedian. Artist. Right. Artist. Wait, what's comedian then? Geinin? Geijutsu wa bakuhatsu da. Where's that from? Where's that from? Yeah, I just realized Geinin is comedian. Deidara Naruto. Wait, let me look that up. Let me look this up. Why is this a particular quote of this guy? I haven't watched much Naruto, so forgive me if I don't know this. The end of the line, Deidara art is a bang. The heck? Art is explosion. Ah, okay, I get it now. Let me guess, this guy uses a lot of explosion jutsu or bomb jutsu, I guess. In this case. Yeah. I gotcha. I also don't understand Naruto sometimes, so bombs from clay shaped into animals. Oh, interesting. I'm just gonna what I'm trying to remember what anime I watched back in the day, and I realized I watched mostly Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, the original Trigun, Full Metal Alchemist, not Brotherhood, though I did eventually watch Brotherhood. I didn't really watch much Naruto. I watched a little bit of Dragon Ball Z, but I wasn't really much. I guess I didn't really do much shonen. Urikire. Ichioku. Certified OG Santes. I mean, I am admittedly an OG-san, so what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? I also like Blue Archive and some magical girl shows. Is that still OG-san taste? I don't know. I do not know. GI. Everyone should do some GI, some self-love. UB finger, but you don't want UB for this one. You want something else. Together. Urikire, I think this is a sale? It is not a sale. What is it? Yeah, I think that's the first. Oh, sold out. Sold out is Urikire? I would have thought that would be like a sale or something. Let's see. Ichi. Oh, I think you want Hitori for this one. Hitori. As in Hitori Bochi. I think this is heavy. If this is heavy, I think this is Ju. No? Juvenile. If this is juvenile, this is Do. Oh, I see the radicals now. It's a little confusing. GI, self-love, but what does it actually mean? Self-love, taking care of oneself. I don't know if this is an actual thing or it's just for practice. But let's see. Otaigo GI kudasai. Otaigo? Am I reading this right? What is this one?
Otaigo.
Oh, I did read it right. Otaigo. Otaigo jiai kudasai. Please take care of yourself. I've decided by myself that today is self-love day, so I'm gonna spoil myself all day long. Says no one in Japan ever. I feel like no one actually says this. But we'll pretend like they did. So this is artist. Samazama. I've actually been hearing samazama quite a bit in random sentences. So I'm starting to accept that that's actually an actual word that people say. Yubi, but you do not want yubi. You want, I think you want she? Yeah, you want she. I don't understand why, but we'll go with she. Alone. Geijutsuka. This is oni, so this is ani. I think this is school. So gaku? Gaku. School or learn? I think it's learn. Study. Study. Kodai. Not kodai. What is this? Kotai.
交代
Kotai. I know it can be pronounced as dai sometimes, but kotai? Kotai? Definitely been a while. Sold out. Samazama, various things. Most likely related to people, older brother. This is juvenile. I am not sure what this is. It looks familiar, but I think it's weird. Crap, what are you? What actually are you? It's just a block. It's a block on top of a block. So I'm kind of like, what actually are you? I do not understand. I do not understand this. Yeah, that was wrong. Bo. Oh, bo as in deer. Okay. So this is an empty seat, an open seat. Though, so this is kuseki. Missing a U. Missing that U. Kotai. So this is saku. This is study. Saku does not necessarily mean yesterday or past, but I guess in this case it means past because it has that day right before them. But I guess that's not what you want. What do you want? You mean previous. You want previous or yesterday. Really? Okay, well, change for kotai. This is a dare. This is an open seat, so kuseki. This is, I want to say this is do? No, it's not do. What are you? Show, as in prize. I'm not seeing it, but I'm gonna take your word for it. Tokai? I think this is Tokai. So that's Tokai, it means city. So this is open seat. This is bowl. This is past. What is this one? Oh, this is laugh. It's a little bit weird, but you can kind of see like a smiling thing, but it's also that not really obvious at all. Not at all. You are not an idea. You are. Is this an idea? This idea, right? It's not an idea. Is it the thought? Think thought. Basic, but I forgot about it. Let's see. This is Atsumari Sosoga to gather, focus. I'm gonna say gather. It's not right. Gathering.
集まり
It is Atsumari. But you want gathering. Okay. A little picky. Just a little picky. Apparently past was not correct either. So they want either yesterday or previous for Saku over here. Ikasho. One place. Prize. Wara, as in to laugh. Ni, two. Kanshin, so this is admiration. Atsumari. Chodoi, this is exactly. Atsumari is gathering. This is chodoi. This is mo, as in thought. Wait, it's not mo. Omo. 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 Kanshin. Kanshin. Shuden. Right? Shuden? Or is it Shuten? Oh, I was just missing an extra U.
終電
Just missing an extra U. Seriously? Ikasho. That one place. Two. Saisho. The very beginning. Shinjiru. Shinjiru, to believe. Believe. Thought. Think. Meigi. It's not Megiretsu, it's Megikiki. Is it Megikiki? Where I get Kiki from?
右側
Megigawa. Megigawa. Okay. I'm starting to lose it. My mind is starting to lose it. It's more like the sleepiness is starting to seep in, and I can't concentrate as well. But at the same time, the recesses of my mind is what do you call this? I'm getting stuff from my memory that I don't quite remember with all these kanji. And I don't remember this one. Oh no, what are you? What are you? Yoi?
悪い
Warui. Oh. Why? These kanji combinations make zero sense. The last train. Yurai is Yurai is Yurai reason? Reason? It can't be reason. I didn't think it was reason. Origin, source, Yurai. Okay, so I got the pronunciation right. I just didn't actually type it right. So Soshu shote. Shote? Sote.
相手
Aite. Aite as in partner. Yep, aite as in partner. I guess you have the companion or mutual kanji over here, but I would have never guessed that as aite. But I guess it is aite. Aite. Oyayubi. I don't understand why the thumb is the oyayubi, but that's what they call the thumb. This is not my kan. This is Zenkan? Zenkan? Zenmai. Zenmai. No?
全面
Zenmen. Not my. Zenmen. Okay. Megigawa. Right side. This is thought, so this is Omo. Okay. Oyayubi. Not a dame yubi. Because Corona hasn't taken that finger yet. Shinjiru, to believe. Warui is bad. Originally. Right side. Warui. Aite, partner. Okay. Shuden. That's the last train. Zenmen. Wait, is that not right? Oh, I guess I misspelled it. Zenmen. I put Zanmen for some reason. Saisho at the beginning. Wait. Shoasa? Shoasa, I'm guessing there's an investigation. Investigation? Or investigate? Nope. Proof. Shomei. Ah, this is Shomei. Shomei. Yurai. Okay. Crap. What are you actually? Something Jiru. Something Biru. I'm drawing a blank. I've seen you before by what are you? To bathe? I think it is. It is to bathe. Tani, this is simply or simple. Show. Oh, this is seen. I don't know what they want for this one. I'm just gonna make a guess. Do you want this? Nope, you don't want this one. Prison. This is green. Okay, so if this is Bei, this is Yo. It's not Yokobiru. What is it then? Abiru? It's just Abiru. Why is it just Abiru? Me. So this is Nifuda, I think, as in like a luggage tag. But I think they just want tag? Yeah, there's one tag for that one. Showman, not showman.
場面
Barman. Barman. When do you use show and when do you use ba? I don't think I've quite figured that out yet. When do you show and when do you use ba? Zen. This is what is Zenmen again? Zenmen is what is Zenmen? What is Zenmen? Zenmen. Front of men. I think that's just the front, right? That's just the front. Proof. So show may. Tan ni simply. This is prison. This is proof. This is kimi, as in you, disrespectfully. Ni fuda for tag. Midori iro. I don't think anyone actually says midori iro. Just midori is fine. Zen men. There we go. Finally. Negai goto. I think. Yes, but what does it mean? Bamen. Scene. Ageru. This is hin, as in products. Mi okoru, to see off. Kimi, as in you. Mi okuru. Ryuko. I think Ryuko is like not mainstream. Or is this a trend? I think this is a trend. There we go. I think another thing that throws me off with kanji is that when you're used to reading it in one font and they change the font on you, like kanji in different fonts is a little bit weird and more difficult to read personally. And it's harder to figure out, okay, crap, what is this thing? So it's like you change it a little bit and I no longer can read it. I think this is rusu, as an absence. Hanaru. No? Kataru. Kataru, hanaru, talk. Why must we do this? Ryuko? This is mukashi. Mukashi is long ago. Mukashi. Okay, what is onegai goto? I think onegai goto is onegai, promise. Promise? No. Onegai goto is to wish. One's wish, prayer, wish. Okay, well, we got it. We got it somehow. This is mouth. This is product. We are at 892 left, and my brain is starting to shut down. I'm gonna try to push a little bit more, but I feel like I'm gonna have to stop soon because I need a nap. Probably shouldn't be napping in the middle of the day, but I am gonna be needing a nap. So let's see. Let's see how much further we can get. Absence. Ageru, I can't remember if this is to go up or to climb. No, Noboru is to climb. Ageru is to lift? To lift? To lift. Nimotsu, this is luggage, but they just say suitcase, usually. Nimotsu. Mukashi. Kataru. To talk. Okay, I think we're at a new set of kanji. I'm gonna call it here. I need to rest because I woke up way too early and haven't been able to sleep, and I'm not running on a lot of sleep right now. So yeah, this is as far as I can get. 887 left. I will be doing as much of this as possible later when I wake up. Will not be another stream. I'm just gonna power through it. But yeah, thanks guys for hanging out, for seeing the suffering. Don't let your kanji reviews pile up on you, because this is what happens. You suffer, and it doesn't matter if you're in front of stream or not. It's still gonna take you forever and a half to get through them. And I think this is gonna take me a couple more hours to do, even on my own time. But yeah, I was hoping I could at least force myself to get some of this done on stream, and I think I did what I could. So yeah, I'm gonna take a nap now. I'm gonna take a nap now. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. I'll see you on Wednesday, for the next stream. Good night, everyone. Good night. It doesn't matter what time it is. Good night, everyone. I'm gonna take a nap. Bye-bye.